Want to see how you can build a marketing campaign in just minutes using online reviews like in Google Maps? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take feedback from online Google reviews and turn those reviews into customer insights and then a targeted messaging campaign with AI in just minutes. No hours of research, no guesswork, just insanely relevant information and insights ready to use just about immediately. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you what this looks like step by step. Now, here's the background. Recently, I just had a tree removed on my house, so I went through this entire process. So that's why I'm using it as an example. And in my area, there are a ton of trees. So I'm going to show you how you can take this use case using Google reviews and create a marketing campaign. And you could apply this to any other type of service where Google reviews are relevant. And it's not just Google reviews online. You can also do this with any type of review source online, whether it's Amazon Prime with books, Yelp, you name it, any review site, you can grab reviews and use the same type of methodology that I'm about to show you and get the same type of insights and a campaign. So what does that look like? So first of all, you got to collect the reviews. So you gather your reviews and see what real people are saying about a service. So you find companies that are competitors to use, get their reviews, companies in different parts of the country, get their reviews. Just go find as many as you can. And then you're going to use AI, ChatGPT, to analyze all those reviews. And this is where the magic happens. You're going to pull out all the different type of insights, like what the customers really want and need, what they're concerned about, what their frustrations are, some of their objectives, and a bunch of more stuff. Then you're going to take all those insights and turn that into a really tight and targeted messaging campaign. And that's the part where it's just magical. And you can do this really quickly. And here's a few things that I learned just in this example, and you're going to see how this all plays out. So in the tree service industry, we quickly learned that people care mostly about safety and property maintenance, attractive yard, and they had big concerns about the risk of property damage and dealing with reliable companies and avoiding hidden costs. And I can tell you, as somebody who just went through this, those were all the number one concerns. I was looking for people that were professional. They were very clear, upfront pricing, reliable, had good reviews, all those type of things. So let's see how this plays out in a real life situation using AI. So first of all, what I did is I live in Oregon and not in this town, but this is the state capital of Salem. And I use it just as an example, just because I knew it's a decent size with tons of tree companies. And what I did is I just did a search for tree arborists in Salem. And I'm showing you this so you can get a sense of, like, there are a lot of companies and there are literally hundreds of reviews for all these different companies. Now, if you click into this and start copying and pasting reviews, it will take some time. So I don't recommend you do that in the long term, but it's a fine way to start. And that's how I started doing this years ago when I started collecting reviews. So just for practice, go ahead and grab as many reviews as you can just by copying and pasting. Now, what I did is I used a product called Outscraper, and that can go into Google Maps and it will grab all the reviews from a bunch of different locations and put those all into a spreadsheet. And I'm not going to walk through what that looks like in this video, but just know that it's very simple to use. It's extremely inexpensive for what you get. So I got almost 700 reviews for just a couple dollars. And you can use this product for Google reviews. You can use it for Amazon and so much more. So that's what I did to get almost 700 different reviews from this location. And I'm going to show you what that looks like when we get into ChatGPT. So what I want you to do next is open up a new chat in ChatGPT, and I've got a prompt already lined up for you. So here's what it looks like. First of all, we're going to declare the role. You're an expert direct marketing researcher, and we want to create an avatar looking at all the potential customers for tree services in Salem, Oregon, based on the insights from all these reviews. And I'm telling AI to analyze the reviews and develop a detailed audience profile and pay particular attention to both demographics and psychographics. And then focus on understanding what motivates these customers, what they value most, and any pain points. So I developed this prompt with some help from AI, but you get the idea. These are the insights that I want to pull out. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in the spreadsheet that I talked about before. And this has just about 700 reviews and a bunch of information for this region. So now I'm just going to hit go, and it's going to go and analyze all of this. You can see there's tons of information in the table that I pulled. And it's going to take a moment to go through this, and it's going to start pulling out insights from all of those hundreds and hundreds of reviews. All right, so sometimes ChatGPT has a little hang up with the column header, so we'll get through that. And sometimes when ChatGPT has issues like this, I will go ahead and start over. So I'm going to pause this, and I'm just going to restart the same prompt again, put the prompt in, and then go back and add the file, and it's ready to go. So here we go. This is a good example. Sometimes ChatGPT has some issues and it just gets hung up. A good time is just to stop it and rerun it, and you'll quickly get the information that you need. Now you can see that we're going through and it's getting all the demographic, it's getting psychographic information, it's pulling out fears and frustrations. These are legitimate concerns written in the voice and the language from people who submitted reviews. That is why this is so powerful. So I want to go to the next level now, and I've got different prompt that I'm going to use to dig a little deeper. And I want to give a shout out to a person by the name of Phil Stringer, who gave a presentation on this earlier today at an event that I was participating in. And this is an insight that he provided during his presentation, and this is really powerful. So what this is going to do is I'm telling it to continue with this role, but what questions do I need to ask in order to create a full profile for this audience based off of sales psychology? So now ChatGPT is going to come back and come up with a ton of questions that I should be asking in order to develop a full profile for the type of people who are looking for this service. This is part of the recipe that makes this so engaging and interesting is we're going to use these questions. And then when ChatGPT is done, which it is, we've probably got a few dozen questions lined up. I'm going to add another prompt that says, now answer the following questions based off of your analysis in the role of a marketing expert, researcher, and copywriter. So I'm going to take all of the questions it just created, and I'm now telling AI to answer those questions. I'm going to copy the response from above and paste it right below. So now AI is going to answer its own questions as emulating the role of an expert market researcher. Now we're getting even more insight and details about how to create this avatar for who we want to target as an ideal audience for our services if we were a tree service company. And what you're going to notice is that, wow, there's a lot of information here. What in the heck do I do with all of this? Because it can be overwhelming. But if you look through it, you've got all the key ingredients to really understand why people make decisions and what's driving those decisions. So you got motivations and goals, you got their concerns and frustrations, pricing, past experiences, they're concerned about property damage, there's some decision-making factors about trustworthy qualities, transparency and communications, everything that you would imagine around making a big investment. And that's exactly what we're learning this is. It's an investment in their property. It's a major life event. They're concerned about storms, buying and selling property, tons of information. This would normally take hours, if not days, to grab all of this. And we had a really good basis for a campaign because we extracted this from live reviews. So now the last part of this exercise, I'm going to take all that information above and I'm going to ask AI to create a direct marketing flyer. And so again, I'm invoking the role, act as a direct response marketing expert and use your copywriting knowledge to create a direct mail flyer that I can use to send out to a list of prospects in my area. And I'm also giving it a little bit more instructions so it fits on a large postcard that can go through the US mail and include relevant messaging to motivate them to contact us and include a call to action with a message and a URL. And I'm emulating exactly what happened in my neighborhood. I received a flyer a few months ago before I had my tree taken down. And I looked at the flyer thinking, I bet this could be improved. And what we're going to see as a result from this is a flyer that is 95% ready to go to a direct mailing campaign. You can see at the front side of the card, they've got a headline, real clear, clean. And then the back side of the card, they got some deeper messaging. Protect your home, your family, and your investment. They're invoking all of the things that were brought out to the forefront from all of the reviews. And then we know what matters most to you: safety, experience, clean and convenient, no mess left behind guaranteed. They're fully licensed, insured, and backed by reviews. And we're careful professional tree handling, so on and so on. And they got a call to action. So I say 95% because this is pretty good. You can always go back and have another run through this and make some small changes. But as a result, you have a campaign that speaks the language of the people who have already gone through this process. So you know that you're targeting people who are in your ideal customer audience. This is one of the most powerful pieces of what ChatGPT can do for you. I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope this has got your interest and your curiosity and your motivation to find out what else could you do if you applied the same process to reviews from other sources and a different industry that is relevant for you. All right, that's it for today. Take care and can't wait to hear what you do with this information.